Well, it's time now for a report from our traveling comedian correspondent Tom Papa in a segment we call Out in America. Tom, you there?
Thanks, Chris.
Okay.
I've been traveling this great country of ours, trying to shine a light on some of the good people in America. This week, I traveled to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where gusty winds blew autumn leaves into the faces of cars and people alike. But the citizens of Philadelphia are a strong, hard-scrabble group who see the weather as a minor annoyance compared to the rest of daily life. Have you ever walked through downtown Philly while everyone gave you the finger and then realized you had forgotten to take off your New York Giants t-shirt? I have. They love their Eagles here, and they're enjoying a winning season mainly due to the emergence of quarterback Carson Wentz. I know this because a little old lady came up to me in a bakery and yelled it in my face. That's where I met a bread baker named Lou. He's part of a family business that's been baking and feeding bread to the people of Philadelphia for over 100 years. Lou takes pride in his bakery and that it's the center of a community that his customers are an extension of his own family. And like his family, if you complain about his food, he'll slap you right in the head. His shop sits at the end of the Italian market where there are amazing breads, vegetables, and Italian coffee shops on every corner. Have you ever had 4 double espressos for breakfast and tried to run up the rocky steps for 20 minutes only to realize you're running up the down escalator at the mall? I have. That's where I met Keith. He's a retired police officer who enjoys sitting on a bench and watching people act like idiots who he no longer has to arrest. We sat together for a while and took sips from his little silver flask. I'm not sure what it was, but it was definitely illegal. He likes them all this time of year, something about the twinkling lights and the music. You have to keep a sense of humor in this world, he said. There's a little good and bad in all of us. One of the hardest parts of being an officer was trying to keep a straight face when he was making an arrest. He said it's tough to read someone their rights when they're wearing their underwear as a hat. Have you ever gotten so drunk at the mall that you got caught stealing what you thought were free samples of Godiva chocolates and your new police friend had to tell the manager you were having a diabetic episode? I have. That's when I realized it was time to head to the airport. I like traveling. It gives me hope and energy. The only thing I don't like is when I have to ride on a disgusting shuttle bus. It's like a crowded school bus for unwashed businessmen. I didn't ask for a tour of the airport on a hydraulic vehicle, and trust me, whenever you hear hydraulics, you know you're about to be treated like a piece of old luggage. Have you ever been so close to a stranger's face on a shuttle bus that you had to stop talking because you're afraid that your tongues might touch? I have. That's where I met Carl, on his way to be the best man at his friend's wedding. He loves his friend, but he can't stand the girl he's marrying. But telling his friend how he feels is tricky. If the marriage does work, he'll forever be the friend who's on record as calling his wife a hellhound. And then a very Philly thing happened. Our private conversation suddenly became everybody's business. An older man told Carl not to worry about it. It's not your job to like his wife, he said. It's your job to listen to your friend complain about her. Then a young woman added that the bride probably doesn't like Carl so much either. That got a laugh. Then the shuttle bus driver took his hand off the wheel and said he wished someone had warned him about his wife. Apparently, everyone knew she was a monster but me. They all get to say, "I told you so," and I have to listen to her snore all night long. Have you ever lost your balance on a shuttle bus and ended up falling in a businessman's lap? I have. And I guess that's why they call it the city of brotherly love. Be safe out there this season. Enjoy it all. This has been Tom Papa, Out in America.
Thank you so much, Tom.